Welcome to the Red, White, and You podcast. Tommy Daniels here. Very pleased to be joined by our latest signing and coming back to Allen this year. Otter, Turner Ottenbreit, great to have you back. Man, it was so much fun traveling with you last year and quickly became not only a fan favorite here in the arena, but obviously you were a huge favorite in the room. Guys, love playing with you. Talk about your off season. I know it's been crazy with the pandemic. How's life been treating you back home?
Yeah, thanks for having me on, Tommy. It's been a good summer, really long, obviously. I mean, longer than anyone really expected. But yeah, I'm excited to get back down in Allen and start playing again. It's been crazy. Home's been good. Been golfing a little too much maybe, but it's been a good summer all around.
Well, I would love to tell you that it's 80 and sunny here, but believe it or not, we were down in the 30s last night with some cold rain, not perfect weather for game number 6 of the World Series. But the good thing is they had the roof closed, and if you're a Dodger fan, I guess you're happy today. But I have a feeling that by the time you get back to Texas, we'll be back to somewhat normal weather here, and you can get back to your golf game. Talk about, if you would, last year. You had 30 games in Iowa, played very well. They liked you a lot. Talked about what you bring to the lineup, and I think if you saw the Martinson quote yesterday, he talked about not only your skill, but your presence in front of the net, which really tends to keep the forwards away from our goaltender. Talk about your whole Iowa experience last year.
Yeah, I had a really good experience last year. Actually, I was lucky to go up and play with Iowa. It's a great organization there. And yeah, I really enjoyed my time there. I got to play quite a bit actually. And it's a great group of guys. And yeah, I really enjoyed my time up there. And
obviously with the American League this year, and nobody knows at this point what's going on. Yeah, I mean it could be delayed. We've heard after the first of the year, a lot of guys looking for jobs that played in the American League this year. And you look at even in our league. I mean, some European leagues that are not going to play. The talent should be plentiful this year in the ECHL.
yeah, for sure. I mean, there's a lot of guys in similar situations that are kind of unsure what's going to go on. I mean, no one really knows what's going to happen with the pandemic, right? I mean, we're not doctors, but yeah, everyone just wants to play, right? And play as soon as they can. So that's kind of everyone's mindset, I feel like, going into it.
I know you were only here for 17 games last year, but you had a good grasp on what this room was all about. And I ask every player this just because I want to hear their thoughts on it. But why was this Allen room so good? I believe that we had a chance if we would have played in the playoffs. I think we would have had a really good chance to win it all. But just you looking at our room we had last year, why was this team so good?
Yeah, I mean, the guys Marty brought in were really good. I mean, we gelled well together, and it's just a good bunch of dudes and just a good group. And we really got along well on and off the ice. And I mean, that translated to our game. I mean, we played really well last year and had big winning streaks at times. And that's why we were one of the best teams in the league last year in the regular season.
Absolutely. Is this year been one of the most frustrating simply because the season cut short and then you have to wait now all the way through to December to play hockey? Have you ever been more excited to get back out on the ice?
No, I haven't. It's been like 9 months almost. So kind of itching to get back. And I'm excited to get down there and start playing again finally.
What is it about Steve Martinson's teams? And obviously his track record speaks for itself. He's been a part of 10 championship teams, during his coaching career, and obviously now the winningest U.S. born hockey coach. What is it about Martinson where, uh, what is he gets the best out of his players and assembles the best group? What do you see in his coaching style?
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously a really good coach, very decorated. He obviously knows how to get like the best out of guys each night, and I don't know how he does it, but somehow he comes around and somehow gets everyone to do their best out there every night. And yeah, he's a great coach, and can't say enough good things about Marty.
If you were selling your game to, let's say you're pitching it to a team you've never played for, how are you selling yourself? How would you describe your game, and especially to our fans? How would you describe your game?
I describe myself as like a two-way defenseman who's physical, who likes to jump up in the rush, but as well likes to play physical as well.
And I always like to ask guys because I think hockey DB always shortchanges people. They have you listed at 6'3", 192. I put in the press release yesterday 6'4", 205. How close am I to being right?
You're pretty dead on.
Yeah, that's what I figured. A lot of times you see guys and whatever they don't update these things, and you might have weight from junior hockey, and it's like I know he's not 180 pounds anymore. Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, okay, just making sure on that. Anything else that What's something that you did during the pandemic that fans would be surprised to hear?
Honestly, I mean, not a lot, but I did buy like a street bike and I started like biking a lot, like not like a motorbike, but a pedal bike. And I started like biking a ton this summer just to kind of stay in shape as well as like get out of the house kind of. So I did that and then rode that a bit and out at the lake quite a bit trying to kill time until we could get back on the ice and stuff.
Obviously, this is Halloween weekend. What's the best costume as a kid? You have a memorable Halloween where you had this costume that it was just like it was the ultimate, it was the best?
I don't know. My mom always dressed me up in pretty good costumes when I was a kid, so I couldn't say I could just pick one off the top of my head. I always had a few good ones.
Well, growing up in Buffalo Water, I remember going out many nights trick or treating where we had to wear a winter coat because it was snow on the ground on the 31st of October. But hey, that's the way it is. It is what it is, and can't wait to get you back here in Allen. Fans are excited. It obviously had a lot of positive vibes when they heard you were coming back, and not only one of the top guys on this team, but one of the top defensemen in the league. So lucky to have you, and can't wait to see you coming up here in about a month or so.
Appreciate it, Tommy. Thank you. I can't wait to get back down there and see all the fans now.
There it is. Turner Ottenbreit coming back to Allen. This is the Red, White, and You podcast.